Hi, I'm Rick Smith, and I have Dan Lockhart with me. We're at the International Golf Club in Bolton, Mass. And in fact, we're at the TaylorMade Performance Lab, and we're talking about something that I think is very important for any golfer, right, Danny? I mean, we're talking about something that the average player is going to really learn from, the beginner, and the best players in the world. So let's just look at a thing that we talk about, and it's called the spine angle, which is really determined by your posture. When you look at someone's posture, as we can see, Danny, this is your golf swing we just made, that there's bend at the hips, and obviously there's bend at the hips because the ball's on the ground. And from this angle, if you look at it, you start with good posture, but then throughout your swing, you need to maintain that. So what's that mean? You know, you see a lot of people, Danny, they go up and down a lot. They go up and down. They wonder why they top it. They wonder why they lose power. Or they drop straight down and never recover. Let's see what you did here. And let's just have a look at your backswing. When you're taking the club back, you're still in your posture going back at halfway back. Let's go to the top of the swing and take a look at where you are again. You basically are still, the spine is going right through your back, all the way into the ground. It's almost like a good visual, I think, Dan, is to be able to set up to it to where you're bending at the hip joints. And if you can imagine that spike going down through your back into the ground, that would be a good visual for you to really maintain that going back.
What's here? Just like you're tilting from the hip sockets here, bowing down towards the ground, then just slightly flexing the knees. And that gives me a good sense. I can let my arms just relax underneath my shoulders.
Yes. And I think now let's talk about how we maintain it through our golf swing. This is where we see a lot of people that when they start down, they start to straighten up. Let's have a look.
Okay. I think one thing you can reference here is this spine angle. It's actually being there's a number to it. So here we are at address. Halfway back, up to the top, halfway down, and into impact. And you'll see the spine angle has only changed about 1 degree.
Well, that's a good swing on your part. I mean, there's a good relationship there. Now let's take that through post-impact after you've hit the ball. Okay, so you're still maintaining posture here. Now go to your full finish. Okay, so now things straighten up a little bit, but you have to release your body.
Save my back.
Well, let's go ahead and give the folks a little drill that really relates to keeping posture back and through, and then let's just, give them something.
So good tilt forward. I feel like when I go ahead and turn back, I turn back with my chest, not with my arms. My whole core goes back.
Okay, and I've got this right on your back. It's a good visual. Now go ahead and make your movement. Your movement now is going from the right side over to the center to your left side. So there is movement side to side, but you can see that that angle is still maintained. It's a great thought. I've used that for some of the best players in the world, Danny, and have used it for beginners. And I think it's a really good image to see that you're moving from the right to the left,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, you're not just standing in one spot and doing this. You're moving to the right, to the left, and then you're going to hit more solid shots.
One thing I think that'll help people as well is letting their eyes release. So many people are worried about keeping their head down because they've been told that.
That's a good point.
And it hurts them over time. And there's not a lot of speed or athleticism there.
That's right. That's a very good point. And we see that with some of the best players in the world. So what he's saying is basically as you go forward, let your eyes rotate with your body, and it's a little easier on your back as well.